Okay. Hi. All right. We're going to do this piano thing, and we don't have a camera that we know how to edit or anything, so we're going to go straight through it. And I don't have anything really that planned to do, so we're just going to wing it. And okay, so here we go. I hope you've got a piano in front of you. So like I said, on April 25th, I did some videos about the Color Me musical. Can you show them the keyboard? This is the keyboard I used before. And if you go back to April 25th, you can see I'm talking about the colors and everything. But anyway, I want to use a regular piano today without the colors, so you can kind of reference it. But anyway, you sit down at the piano and you're right-handed. If you're right-handed or left-handed, it doesn't matter. But with your right hand, use the peace sign and find two black keys in the middle of the piano. And your thumb should be on C. Okay? So I'm going to start off teaching y'all stuff in the key of C. Because mathematically, music just makes sense. And I'm going to prove it to you in time, but just trust me on this one. Okay, so let's find the C. Okay, that's the C scale. Okay? And the way you do a C scale is you start with a C and whole, half, whole, half. W-H-O-L-E, whole step. Means there's a note in between them. Whole, half step means there's not a note in between them. So it's whole, half, whole, half. That is the C scale. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about playing in the key of C. Because if you've never played before, you want to be able to do something, accomplish something in your first day. You don't want to be all bum-puzzled. So let's look in the key of C. So peace sign, catch that right there. Okay, let's just take Amazing Grace. Okay, you can pick it out on your own just using the white keys, but start with the C. Okay, all white notes. Just try it yourself. Start the word amazing right here. Amazing. Try it yourself. See if you can do it. Because there's one thing I don't want to do. I don't want to just have like lessons every day and get longer and longer. I want to give y'all something that you can take yourself individually, sit down at a keyboard, and you can get to know the keyboard, and then you can create your own music with it instead of trying to copy somebody else, because that's just long and boring. Okay. And like Jesus Loves Me. Let's try that song to just another general song in the key of C. Okay, you'll start with this one right here, the G. Okay. Jesus loves me. Okay, that's two songs that you can play yourself. Just pick them out on the keyboard, just you, yourself, and you, and do them. Okay, but what I want to, in time, I want to show you how simple the keyboard is. People have made it look hard for so long, but it's just, mathematically, it just makes sense. And I discovered this, the Lord showed this to me. Nobody taught this to me stuff, so anything that's going to be coming is off the top of my head, pretty much just what I've picked up over the years. Because I took, back in the day, we could only start in the 3rd grade, so I was 8 when I started taking, I was 12 when I quit. And I just took from a private teacher and everything. That's all I ever did. But the Lord has helped me to understand a few things, and that's what I want to share with you. And I don't want your money. I don't need your money. I mean, I learned as a child, if I just give a tithe off what I make, God will take care of me. And He does. So, and He'll do the same for you. He does it for anybody. Okay, so let's take like Amazing Grace. I'm gonna just doodle on some keys right now to give you an idea of how fancy you can be just with the simplest things. Okay, so let's start off with Amazing Grace, how sweet. Okay, wait a minute. Whew, too much. No. Okay, this was just 3 notes. Amazing Grace. Okay, 3 notes. The button and watch. It's inversions. Still a C, E, G, and you switch it around. Okay, now we're going to switch to F. Sweet. Same idea. The back to C. That saved a wretch like. And then you can go with this G. E. Back to the first one. I once was lost. 4th one. Now I am. First one. Now I am. 5th one. Now I see. Okay, so that whole song consisted of three basic chords. It's the 1 and the 4 and the 5 chord in music. We'll get to that later. Okay, but we're in the key of C, so C would be your 1. Go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Okay, that's the 4 chord. That's what we did. And then the 5 is the G. That's what we did. If you look back, you'll see that. So it's 1, 4, and 5 chord. And if you change keys, it gets them to be a bunch of notes. And I think that's what confuses people. They think, oh, people need to be really smart to do music. No. Have you met me? Okay, anyway, we can do this, though. Okay, so you saw what I was doing with the real fancy stuff. So I want to give you something, I don't want to take much of your time. Okay, for today. Let's say you want to play for hymns. Let's use Amazing Grace. That's what we're doing. Okay, so you're sitting there by yourself, whatever, and you're humming in your head. Okay, and you know that these 3 notes are the first things. Amazing Grace. And you switch up to this one. Sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I see. Okay, and if you can do that, you've just played along with the song. Okay, so if we can start right there and branch out as time goes on, you can just get better and better and faster in a very short period of time. So for today, if you could just learn to do the 1, 4, and the 5 chord on like Amazing Grace, let's start off with that. And then as the day goes on, if you find that you can do that, look at the notes like the C, E, and G. Let yourself absorb in the whole piano. It's the same thing. C, E, G, 2 black keys, C, E, G, 2 black keys, C, E, G, 2 black keys, C, E, G. Let yourself try that. And then we'll work tomorrow on the next step.